Hey YouTube. All right, so it's been quite some time. I just seem to not be able to get back in the swing of things of keeping up with posting videos on a weekly basis. Right now it's just an incredibly busy time for me. I am one day away from winter vacation, 2 weeks, and I'm like seriously so ready right now. I have been stressed out trying to meet deadlines, and deadlines are just kind of rolling over my head right now, unable to keep up with the volume. I am feeling right now burned out, creatively burned out. And it's not the first time that I've been in this position before. Actually, I have been experiencing creative burnout during multiple times now. Like within a given year, I'd probably go through it maybe 3 or 4 times, and really that's a bit much. As a profession, I am a multimedia design specialist, and basically what that is, my work entails graphic design, website management. I also create videos. So we have 3 areas that basically require a lot of creativity, and I feel that that well right now is dry. I have hit an artistic block. My well is just dry in that area, and I'm going to be honest and say it got me to the point where I was even questioning, is this field really for me? But I had to come to my senses and kind of like say, well, really, there is nothing else that I do that comes natural to me. Like, I love design, graphic design, web design. I love making things beautiful, and I also love helping people. So, my job is really important to me. I do enjoy, for the most part, what I do. It's just the volume of things that I've been having to deal with. It's taken a toll on me, and I am quite burned out from that. I think stress also does play a factor in that as well, and with job stress, home stress, personal stress, whatever, it has weighed heavily on that. I feel at times the work that I do often shows kind of like what I'm feeling, like my mood, and I didn't realize that until like later on, after graduating from college and getting out there in the real world. I didn't realize that some of my designs, the poor ones, the bad ones, the ugly ones, were as a result of how I was feeling at that time. And I take my work very, very seriously. Anybody who knows me knows that I go hard. I try to put my very, very best foot forward when it comes to my work, because it is a representation of me when people don't even know who I am. Okay? So a lot of times I overthink things, and my best is not always good enough. So having to deal with those kind of issues, the volume of work that I've been dealing with an adolescent, teenage an adolescent's daughter, high school, you know, it's just pretty heavy on me right now. And so I was watching one of my, not my subscribers, but there's a young lady that I'm subscribed to, and I think her name is Spark Wisdom. She posts a lot of videos that are encouraging to people who want to venture out and you know, do their own thing, entrepreneur type thing. And so I see her post from time to time, and I'll look at the titles of the videos, and I'm like, okay, well, I don't think that applies to me. I'll skip that one. I skipped that one. But today I finally did click on one of her videos, and she was talking about someone who said that they hate their job. I think that's probably what got my attention. I don't feel that way right now about hating my job. I don't think I ever hated what I do. I may not have liked the environment that I was in, but as far as the work that I do, I don't recall a time where I actually hated it. Even though right now I'm feeling like I need a break from any type of creative work. Like I need to do something that just doesn't pull on my creativity, something that basically is you do it repetitively and it doesn't require a whole lot of thought. I know that's a lot to say, but right now that's just kind of how I feel. And I thought, you know, well, if push came to shove and I was pushed out of my job for whatever reason, what would be a backup career for me? What would I do? Because like I said, design is what comes naturally to me. Now, I'm not the best at it. There's a lot of growth that I still need in this area, okay? But of all things that I do, it's just the one thing that does come natural to me. But I also love helping people. I enjoy helping people solve their, you know, technology problems. If I understand the technology, I enjoy imparting that knowledge. Part of my job does require training of Microsoft type applications and things like that. So I enjoy that part. But I know if I were to be forced to find a second career, I believe it would have to be healthcare. But the dilemma is I'm not really like a science person, and my memory is like so damaged right now that I don't know if I could really hang on to another program, a long-term program. So there's a lot there. I actually felt bad about questioning what my purpose is professionally. That's how bad my creative burnout has gotten me. And the fact that I'm in this place more often than I would like to be, it's got me questioning, you know, my purpose. So I'm tired, and I hate having to produce designs that I look back on and think like, oh, what were you thinking, you know? I'm the kind of designer who has to put the wow in everything that I do. Like, if you're not saying wow about whatever work that I produce for you, then I feel like I really haven't done my job, okay? So, I haven't been feeling that way lately. I really haven't. The work that I've been putting out is below par for me. And I do have high standards for myself when it comes to my work. But it's below par. I feel like I'm tirelessly trying to figure out something new and different, and I'm going back and over reworking my designs, and it's exhausting. I think I'm doing myself in terribly. I'm not doing myself great justice. Anyhow, I think I just kind of got off on a tangent. I was talking about the young lady, I think her name, like I said, was Spark Wisdom. She mentioned having a career coach. That's what I wanted to talk about. Because I am the only person who does what I do, I feel like I'm kind of suffering professionally because I have no one else to share, my work with. I have no one else to talk to at work regarding my work, really. I have no one else to exchange ideas with. And I am so behind with my professional development. Like, I don't know, just life hit me and I stopped growing really professionally in terms of the emerging technologies, the trends that, come along with my field. I am so behind. And I need someone to help me because honestly, I'm at this point where I don't know exactly what I need. And I know I could, do a ton of research, but right now I'm so exhausted. I don't want to research nothing right now. Okay, forgive me for being just lazy mentally, but I'm tired already. I need someone who's already, done what I'm doing or is doing what I'm doing. I need for them to guide me into where I need to be. Professionally, in terms of the classes that I need to be taking, the skills that I need to have under my belt. I need that kind of guidance right now because I just have not gotten it in years. Like, seriously, in years. There is no professional development for me, for my particular job position. None. There is, I have to figure it out all by myself, and having to do that as well as keep up with all these deadlines and the volume of work, traveling for my job, and being a single mom and all of the back and forth, running around, I have to do being a single mom. I'm exhausted, mentally exhausted. So the career coach, it was mentioned before, and at that time I really didn't think that, that was something that I needed because, I felt like, everybody goes through, down spells in their career and their job, and I just felt that, okay, I'll get out of it. I've been here before, I'll get out of it. But now it makes so much sense to me. It makes so much sense to me. So I am definitely going to delve more into finding a career coach for myself, and looking at more of her videos and hopefully she explains a little bit more about I guess getting in touch with a career coach and all of that. But I so need it right now, and I'm so glad that I did look at that video tonight because I was at a place where I'm like, man, I'm not feeling great about where I am professionally. I'm not enjoying. I don't feel passionate. That's the better term. I don't feel passionate about my work anymore. Just the volume of responsibility has wiped that out. Like, I think part of my job needs to be, part creative, and then the other part where I'm doing something that doesn't pull on my creativity. I love problem solving, and that's where the web design, the web application development, I did that for quite a while, and that satisfied that need for me. But I no longer am in that type of position, so I'm struggling, and I plan to, retire in the education field, in the design field of some sort. It may not be exactly what I'm doing right now, but I can't see myself working outside of education. I've always worked in education for as long as I can remember. So, career coach. Yeah, I will get back with you all a little later on what I find about that, but it was a glimmer of hope for me. It honestly was a glimmer of hope for me. I needed something to speak to me. I prayed about that thing, and that was the answered prayer. You know, even though I have not even researched how to get in touch with a career coach, that's it. I needed someone else's guidance. I need someone else who's been there, done that, doing that, to help me along my way, because I can't figure it out for myself right now. So, and anyway, y'all, that was just my rant, and I'm sorry that it's just a little bit long, but I needed to get this kind of off my chest. So I appreciate you guys for watching and listening. I'll see you next time.